Good evening. We are live and we are back for another episode, another show. I'm Candy Knight.
And I am Coach Thomas, and welcome to the Expect to Win Experience Live.
All right, back again for another episode. Welcome to the Expect to Win Experience Talk Show, where we highlight and talk to student athletes and get a few words of advice from the greats as well. How you feeling tonight, Coach?
Feeling good, Candy. Kind of rested, relaxed all day. It's we had something that's a rarity here in Los Angeles. It rained today. So,
Wow.
we, yeah, after a week of temperatures in the 80s and the 90s, we actually
Exactly.
we saw it fall out of the sky today. So,
Wow.
how you doing over there in Huntsville,
That's right.
Alabama?
I am doing well. It's been a busy week, but today I'm just excited to get into our show. We've got a great guest that we're going to talk to. So, other than that, I'm ready to get started, to jump right in.
All right. Well, before we do that, Candy, I want to kind of tease our viewers in Texas. Candy and I will be coming to Texas, and we'll have more information about that next week.
We absolutely
We
will,
will be
and I'm
coming to
excited.
Dallas. We're going to be bringing the Expect to Win experience to Dallas, Texas.
That's right.
So make sure you subscribe to our channel so you can stay up to date. And also, we want to invite you to submit questions and comments tonight on the show, on the YouTube page, and subscribe to our channel and follow us. And Candy, why don't you tell them where they can follow us? And
That's right. So, you can
you remember.
subscribe here. That's right. You can subscribe here, Expect to Win TV, and Facebook, the Expect to Win Experience TV show. You'll find us there. And then Twitter and Instagram, Expect to Win Show. And also, you can find my personal page at Candy on Air. And Coach Thomas has several pages. Give him one.
Yeah, you can probably go to Expect to Win Athletic A on Instagram, as well as on Twitter, on Facebook, and you can find us everywhere.
That's right.
We're trending. we're
That's right.
trending.
Or if you just find the show's page, you can find us from there. My Candy on Air is Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. But yeah, show love. We show love back. You never know who you'll see come across our page.
Definitely. And as you submit questions and comments, you never know, you may be selected to win one of our stylish
One of our
Expect to
infamous
Win hoodies.
hoodies.
Yes.
Yeah, one of our hoodies.
PU and the Expect to Win logo hoodies. So
That's right.
you
And
may
they're
be
awesome. Awesome. So comfy.
yeah.
I love mine. Yeah, absolutely.
And you can see all types of Expect to Win gear at www.expecttowinaa.com.
That's right.
We're going to have a commercial break right now, and then we'll be back in 60 seconds with our guests for tonight. But we thank you for tuning in every week to be a part of the Expect to Win experience. And we'll be back in 60 seconds. I hope.
Be you. Expect to win. And that's what we are expecting in 2021.
That's it. That's it. Oh, Candy, why don't you introduce our guest?
Okay. Do
I
we
get so
have
emotional
do we have
looking at the commercial,
okay, so we don't
the
have
video.
footage.
No.
Okay. All right. So tonight's guest, we are talking football once again, and I'm excited, of course, because football is my favorite sport. So tonight we have, let's see, a wide receiver. He's also a free safety, and he is a senior at St. Anne Pacelli High School in Columbus, Georgia. And I'm excited to have another Southerner on the show to talk football with us tonight. And we have with us none other than Justin JT Taylor. So let's welcome JT to the show.
There he is.
JT, yeah,
Hey,
right, yeah. Welcome to the show tonight. How you
thank you. How's
feeling?
everybody doing?
Doing good.
Good
Thank
wonder.
you for joining us.
Of course, of course.
Yeah, well, let's jump right into this interview. Tell us about your most recent season with your high school, if it's starting soon or if it's already happened, and what it's been like for you.
Um, this past year we played our regular season in the fall, made history, made it to the Sweet 16 in the playoffs this year,
Yeah,
but fell short in the second round. And we also went 6-0 to start the season, which we haven't done in the past decade or so.
that's awesome for your team, and I'm sure you had a lot to do with that.
Yes,
These
ma'am.
records that you guys are breaking history. All right. So, how was your season personally? Since it's your last year and you're getting ready to graduate in a few months, do you think it's been your best season so far, or how'd you do?
Yes, ma'am. I think it has been, catching the ball, blocking, rooting my teammates on the sideline, do whatever I can to get them going and get the best for our team for the ultimate goal.
Awesome. So, that's been good for you. Let's talk about your start with football. How did you get your start? A lot of our athletes that we've talked to started as kids, but I heard that your story is a little different.
Yes, ma'am, it is. Actually, my 10th grade year, going to a new school, on the first
Wow.
day, one of the star linemen for the team came up to me and asked me if I played football. And I was like, nah, man, I don't. He was like, have you played before? And I was like, no, I haven't. And then he said, do you think you'd be good at it? And I was like, yeah, I think I'd be pretty good at it.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And later that week, I went out to the field, and it all started from there.
All right. And you've been dominating ever since, I'm sure.
Yes, ma'am.
Wow. JT, I was looking over some of your resume, if you will, and very impressive. Your academics seems like you really take your academics seriously. A lot of young people, I don't think, really understand how difficult it is to be a student athlete. Talk about keeping your grades up, and I'm pretty sure you have chores around the house, and also excelling on the football field.
Yeah, it's definitely not easy. Time managing my schedule for school, let alone football and chores around the house, but it's hard to keep up with, and I tend to slip through some cracks, but I just got to make it better and stay on track.
Mhm. And I'm sure you'll be able to do that easily. How has COVID affected your season, or has it at all?
Yeah, it has. Actually, the third and fifth game of the season, it got canceled because the opposing team, both of the opposing teams had COVID. And we
Mm,
had, I think, two more bye weeks would really put us in a drought. It was interesting to get back out there since we waited so long to get back.
right. But you guys, your team were safe. You guys
Yes,
were able to practice and continue. Well, that's awesome. So,
yes, ma'am.
how is the rest of your school year going so far? Are you guys in person or are you guys virtual?
We could choose actually. Most people are in
Mhm.
person, but a few still choose to do virtual.
Okay, good. And how's that going?
Oh, it's pretty good. I'm virtual at the moment, and it's kind of different, but I get
Yeah,
the hang of it.
cool, cool.
Let me ask you this question, JT. Have you ever had like a game where you just balled out of control and you were feeling good
Yes.
about yourself? and all of that, and then you come home and your mom say, take the trash out, and she don't she don't pump you up like that.
I definitely had a game where I felt like I did really good, made lots of plays, not just catching but blocking and whatnot. But not when my mom just like ruined my whole mood after the game.
What did she do?
After every game, if I do good or bad, she's always supportive, be like, "Good job, I'm proud of you." She like points out a play and be like, "Oh, you should have did this better," or "Good job on that.
Yeah,
You did this and whatnot."
yeah. Gotta have someone to keep you on your toes so you can continuously get better. I
For sure.
love it. Shout out to moms, by the way. We heard she's checking
Yeah,
you out doing your interview.
Yeah,
We
she is.
love to see it. Yeah, yeah. All right. Well, let's talk about the not so great side. Have you had challenges in football since you started a little bit later on than a lot of the other players?
Yeah, my sophomore year when I started actually playing football, it wasn't something I was used to because other sports I played wasn't as physical
Mm-hmm.
and I had contact with those. So I'm a skinnier guy, but I'm also tall, so it's easier for me to adjust and get the football because I have good feet work. But at the same time, it's hard to get off of those bigger, stronger DBs.
Bigger guys. Yeah. And how tall are you?
I'm 6'2".
Okay. So you're a pretty good size. And you mentioned you played a couple of other sports previous to football. What did you play?
My first sport I ever played was baseball,
Okay.
and then actually I picked up basketball the same year I started playing football my sophomore year, and also did hockey my I
Nice.
think fifth grade year here in elementary.
Okay, cool. And why? So why football out of all of the sports? Is I guess that's your favorite or go to? You played it the shortest amount of time.
Yeah, it's pretty weird. I mean, I've always been fond of trying new things and giving them a try. So I was like, let me try this out, see how this goes.
Absolutely.
Because I
And
figured
I'm sure,
if I started playing hockey, that's a very physical sport. I feel like I can play football as well.
absolutely. And I'm sure you've dominated all of the sports.
A little bit.
what is it like? Because you're in Columbus, Georgia. You're in the South, and uh, everybody wants to come to LA. Every, everybody wants to come to LA. Everybody wants to
Okay.
go to UFC.
Just like everybody
what,
wants to play for Bama. It's fine.
what are your college plans? What would be your first five top picks of colleges you would like to go to?
We can say four. We know Bama's on the list.
That's a tough question. I never really thought about this very detailed, but I've always been fond of Florida. I don't
Okay.
know why the colors just really stand out to me. And my mom, she actually went to Georgia herself, so
Okay,
that
nice.
was up there.
Georgia and Florida are good. Yeah.
Clemson definitely is up there.
They're tough. Yeah.
They've had some great players throughout the past few years. That makes three.
Hmm.
LSU, since they won the championship
Yeah.
last season, and purple and gold. You can always go good purple and gold. And for the fifth one,
You're not making me a friend right now, JT.
All of these Southern teams. Come on,
You're really not
SEC.
making me a friend right now.
Yes. Shout out to the SEC. They are getting these accolades here.
the last one,
Dun, 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 dun,
Okay,
dun,
so let's
Alabama.
do this. So between USC and Alabama, who would you choose to play for?
USC and Alabama. Probably USC.
Oh my
Yeah,
goodness.
yeah,
Oh, that's fine.
yeah,
That's fine.
yeah. High five, JT. High
That is
five.
all right. And for those of you who are just watching, if you don't know, Coach and I have this rivalry going on because I'm in Alabama and I'm a huge Alabama fan, and he is a huge USC fan, of course. And so it's fine. It's fine. The next time, next go round.
Yeah,
Well, that's awesome. What about college aspirations? Do you know what you want to study, or would you like to continue on in football besides college and go pro?
Yes, ma'am. I would like to go pro one day after I get my degree and whatnot. But for majoring, I would like to go into business administration.
Nice. All right. What about NFL teams? Do you have a favorite NFL team?
It's a lot to pick, but I don't know why. But I've always liked the Ravens for some reason.
Okay. Nice. Ravens are cool.
Yeah.
all right. Ravens. Well, our publicist, JT, we have the same publicist as Des Bryant.
Yeah,
Really?
So, yeah, definitely. So, you never know where that may take you.
that's
So, especially
right.
since you claimed USC. But we're gonna take our second commercial break, and then we're gonna come back with a word association game with Mr. JT
Fun,
Taylor,
fun,
and
fun.
we'll be back in 2 and 2, as somebody used to say on TV. We'll be right back. This is the Expect to Win experience.
All right. Expect to win. That's a tough lady there. Put those hands. Don't want to mess with
Yes.
her. Fight like a girl. I love it. All right. So, the Expect to Win Experience Talk Show. We are back live with JT Taylor, senior, and we're talking football this evening. And we are getting ready to do a word association game. So, JT, how it goes is we simply just say a word, and you say the first thing that comes to mind.
All right.
All right, Coach, you want to start
Well,
off?
Candy, before we do, we have a question for JT. And
Okay,
someone
great.
asked, how how do you prepare for your games, and what's your focus?
I like it. Good question.
Definitely music. I've always listened to music before a
Yes.
game, on the bus ride there, in the locker room after I just got dressed, before coach starts giving the pregame speech and whatnot. But music's always been the go-to.
I love it. So, who's on your playlist? Give me three artists.
Lil Baby for sure, since he's from Atlanta.
All right.
NBA Young Boy, because that just gets me hype every time I listen to him. And that's pretty much it. I like a lot of their songs.
Okay. Good artist to get you hype and ready for the game. I like that. All right, Coach, you ready for the first word?
Yes, yes, yes. JT, what is the first thought that comes to your mind when you hear success?
Success, um, just me just making it out, getting a home for my mama, paying other people back who helped me get to where I am today and whatnot.
Okay. Awesome response. All right. So, your next word is discipline.
A coachable player for sure.
All right. Good. Would you say you're a coachable player?
Most definitely.
Okay. All right. Great. All right, Coach, you're up.
All right. Failure.
Mm.
Definitely failing the test.
You went straight to schoolwork on us.
Yeah.
All right. Your next word is football.
Scoring a touchdown.
All right. Tell us about, real quick, your favorite moment with scoring. Do you have one?
Yeah, I was actually, it was my last year, my junior season at my old school, Calvary Christian. I was wide open. I ran a post corner. And as soon as I scored, I just looked back to the stands on the home side because I was on the far side in the end zone, all the way in the far corner. I just looked back and I just saw everybody cheering, and I was like, "Wow, this feeling is great."
That had to have been an awesome feeling. All right, coach. Next word.
Mom.
Aw.
My day one, she's done almost everything I asked for, even though I complain about everything. And what she does is just unforgettable and doesn't go unknown.
That's awesome. That's right. No one can take mama's place. Shout out to moms. All right. Let's see. Competition.
I always got to respect the other opponent, but never fear them.
All right. Respect, but don't fear. I like that.
Right. All right. JT, I want to I want to go away for a moment because I love to see young men that, especially when you love, love your mom and appreciate your mom. And I lost my mom in
Mm.
2018.
Mm.
What would you, now you are on the world stage? The world is looking at you right now. What would you like to share with your mom? What would you like to say to your mom as far
Aw.
as how she supported you? So keep in mind, the world is watching right now. What would you like to say to your mom?
Thank you for everything. I hope one day I could buy anything you ask for, receive any meal you request, and every clothing item that you want.
Mom loves to shop.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, that is so sweet. That is so. I'm sure she loves that message, and she'll be excited to hear about that. We love it.
Yes, definitely. That was kind of off the cuff. I felt, to do something kind of special like that for your mom.
Yeah.
And I would say, don't ever neglect the love of your mom and the love and support of your mom. And
Mhm.
and fathers are special also. I'm a father myself, but it's nothing like mom. Nothing in the world like mom. So,
Right.
uh, Candy, go ahead before I get emotional.
I feel it. I'm a mom as well, and let me tell you, it is a tough job, but it's not for everyone. But when our children give us thanks and give us our flowers, it means so much. So that's awesome. All right, a couple more words, and then we'll get ready to wrap up. Let's see. Flowers, since we just said that.
Definitely a rose. That just comes to mind easily.
All right, roses are my favorite flowers. Ooh. All right, Coach.
What does expect to win mean to you?
Preparing for the worst, but praying for the best.
I like it. That's
Wow,
pretty powerful there. All right.
I
Um,
like that.
preparation.
Getting your mindset before the game.
Sounds good.
JT, do you have any siblings?
Yes, sir, I have to.
You two, are they athletes as well, or they younger, older?
No, they're older.
Hmm.
They're older.
Yes, sir.
Are they football players? Are you better than they are?
Most likely, yes.
All right. That's right. That's the right answer.
That's it. How old are they?
26 and 21.
Okay. So there's a little bit of a gap there. Did you guys have any rivalries growing up or something that you
No,
guys fought over a lot?
no. I mean, like, we're just playing basketball, shooting in the hoop. There's always competition, but it's
Of
all love.
course. Of course. Of course. So that's great. You gotta love the siblings. All right. Well,
We
before
have
we get
one more
ready,
question. One more
okay,
question,
one more
Candy.
question. All right.
One more question. Someone wants to know: Is it fun? Is it fun living in Columbus, Georgia?
I feel like somebody who lives in Columbus, Georgia said that.
Ask the question. Shout out to Columbus.
Yeah,
Shout
even
out
though Columbus
Columbus,
is,
Georgia.
yeah, Columbus is fairly small, but I always manage to see somebody new that I haven't seen before every day. So It's
Yeah,
pretty
there's
fun.
nothing like it. Yeah, nothing like that nice southern town. Columbus is actually a little bit more popular than we may think. I think we were talking the other day about a show on Netflix that's supposed to be based out of Columbus, Georgia. So it's picking up a little bit. So yeah. All right. Well, before we wrap up, how can we contact you? Do you have any social media that we can follow you and keep in contact and track your progress as you go on your football journey?
Yes, ma'am, I do. My Instagram is JJU5TIN, and my Twitter is JTT's Creation 2.
All right. Thank you for sharing that information. Any last parting
Well,
words
let me,
before we finish? Do we have something else?
well before you do that, Candy, we have another message. Well, we have a message, JT.
Okay. Bring
Uh,
them.
Super proud of the young man you have grown into, and thank you to all of your village of supporters who have inspired him. And that's from
Aw, that's
SJL.
lovely.
Another message from Tam Renee. Congratulations on all of your accomplishments.
Thank
So
you.
your fans are checking in,
That's
JT.
awesome. Look at you, superstar. I love it.
I
That is
love it.
awesome. Yeah, that's awesome. All right. So, any words of advice in closing to those who are coming up after you, the young gentlemen who want to play football, or, what would you tell them? Words of advice.
Just keep your head on a swivel. Keep it straight, but watch out for the others on the side trying to knock you down. It's your road to success, so nobody else is going to be on it.
That's right. I love it. Powerful words there. Stay in your lane and hey, speed on down. I love it.
JT, we thank you for being on the show. Someone else sent you another message. Keep God first, and blessings are on your way.
That's
And
right.
another message. Congrats, bro. Keep doing great things from Christina Faison. And I want to say to all, it sounds like Columbus, Georgia is checking in.
They are
All of
really
you
showing up. Yeah.
yeah,
Thank
showing out. We have another one from Kenyon Anderson. My boy, glad I got to play your last year with you, bro. You're gonna be big. You're gonna go big places. So,
I
oh,
love it. Columbus is showing out. All right.
Dr. Summer Doucette, we love JT. So,
Aw.
yeah,
you, Auntie.
everybody in Columbus, make sure you subscribe and you can go back and watch the show anytime. JT, man, it has been a pleasure meeting you. I knew for some reason that you were special. And I say to you, like I say to all of our guests, when you make it to the pros and make the big money, do
That's
not
right.
forget about me, Candy. Come back.
That's right. Come back and speak to the youth. Pour back into us.
For sure.
Yes,
That is
yes, yes.
awesome. But we are excited to watch you on your journey. The best of luck to you. Stay safe, be blessed, and thanks again for coming and chatting with us this evening.
No problem. I appreciate it.
And again, Mom, you're doing a wonderful job. The
Yes,
village is supporting JT. Thank you guys. Thank you guys for checking in tonight. It really it touches my heart and Candy's heart as well.
yeah,
Uh,
that's awesome.
this is so special. So, ladies and gentlemen, our very special guest, superstar,
That's
Mr.
right.
JT Taylor,
All
here on
right.
the experience. Bless you, JT. We will definitely please, and you have a expected hoodie coming your way, and we're going to send Mom's one also.
I love it.
Thank
All
you.
right.
All
All
right.
right. Whew. Candy, let's have our
Lovely.
last commercial break before we go, and then we can come back and sign off. We want to
All
make
right.
sure we show these commercials and keep them going. We'll be right back to close out our show.
All right. BU expect to win. Like this wonderful hoodie here.
Expect
By
to
the way,
win.
that's right. You see the ticker down below.
Yeah.
Check out expect to win AA.com if you want your own expect to win merch. And that's it. That's our show for today.
We have a message. Thank you
Oh,
all
okay.
for providing. Thank you all for providing my son the platform to share his story. So that's
Oh,
from
oh,
JP's mom.
wonderful.
So
Yeah, and this is
this
why
is
we're here. Yeah, this is exactly why
exact.
we're here, wanting to give these student athletes a platform to share their stories, encourage others, and just give them that time.
Yes, yes. Well, Candy, another great show, and next week, uh, well, we'll see. We'll talk about it next week.
Somebody's got a birthday coming up.
Next week is the birthday show.
That's
So,
right.
but
Somebody's got a birthday
we
coming up.
we thank you all for watching. Shout out to Columbus, Georgia, for showing up and showing out
Showing
tonight.
out.
Oh, we are
Absolutely.
so
We love to
honored.
see it. Yeah.
Yeah,
And I
thank
must
you.
say, Columbus has shown up more than any of the other cities. Not to throw
Yeah,
shade, but listen, for
yeah.
our future guests, you've got to let your people know you're on because Columbus has been on it tonight. And I love the support. It's definitely
Yeah.
amazing.
Yes, yes, yes. They did. They showed up tonight. So all of you other student athletes watching, and when your opportunity comes, make sure have your city show up
That's
and
right. They
show
represented
out
it.
for you. So, ladies and gentlemen, I am Coach Thomas.
And I am Kim.
We'll see you next time on the Expect to Win Experience Talk Show.